Hey everybody, it's Rolly. So if you're catching the replay, hashtag replay, let me know that you're catching the replay. But I wanted to jump in and share, what does a group call look like with Soulful Life Hacks? So as you know, or maybe possibly you don't know, is that Soulful Life Hacks opens up only 3 times a year. 4 times a year, actually, every 3 months. Every 3 months, 4 times a year. And so it happens with every season. So we open up for 3 months, or we open up for 10 days, and then for 3 months, um, we get together, and so we get together weekly. And so I've had a couple of questions about what does a group call look like, because a lot of people are a little nervous around having around group calls and how that part of it works. And so and also trying to figure out, like, how does that relate to me specifically? How do I get any benefit from doing a group call? So sometimes it is called hot seat coaching, and so, like, that's one of the that's one of the terms that are sometimes used. And so what happens is that when you're coming to the call, is that you have the opportunity to bring forward whatever it is that you want to be able to address. Sometimes what we're addressing is successes, and we're celebrating whatever it is that has happened through the week that has been a leap as to where it is that they were the week before, or even a month before. And so when we get together on each week, is that we have that opportunity to be able to share and celebrate in those particular successes, or if there's a particular thing that is actually happening in your life that you are struggling with, then we actually address it right then. So even though we may not have a private session entirely, is that you still get to bring forward whatever it is that is going on as though it is your own session. So obviously the ladies who attend adhere to that confidentiality, and whatever it is that's shared in the group stays in the group. And the other part of it is that it also becomes part of that support system, because you guys are sharing what it is that you're challenging, but you're being challenged with. And sometimes one of the things that's really interesting, and I love this part, is that sometimes you're going to bring forward something that you have been dealing with, or that you've been struggling with, or that you're stuck on. And when we actually work through that particular problem, or work through that particular issue, then what ends up happening is that somebody else is able to say, hey, that applies to me too. The situation's not quite the same, but the scenario, or the way of being able to resolve it is definitely the same. So I think that it's great when that happens. So what happens is we get on the call, we do a check-in, and we check in to see where people are at, depending on what it is that's going on. Sometimes I'll have something specific that we're going to target, or that we're going to work on based on what it is that has been going on. So I may have a lesson, I may have something specific that I may be working with people on. Or most of the time, it is that we actually go around and we have that opportunity to be able to check in and see where things are at. So we don't always have time to be able to check in with everyone, depending on how many people are on the call. A lot of times we do have more time to be able to check in with people, but sometimes it does happen that we don't have time to be able to check on everyone, just because of the way that things kind of fall into play, and get that kind of things going. And so, but that is what a group call looks like. So we actually get to take whatever it is that you have going on, and we work through that particular situation, or scenario, and we work through that way. So if this is something that you're interested in participating, and you've been not quite sure if you wanted to join, it is, I'm going to put the link here so you can go and check it out. If you have any questions, definitely be willing to jump on a call if you have something that you're not quite sure, or if it really will kind of fit. So there's the link. So Soulful Life Hacks, Soulful-Life Hacks is the webpage. So you can go and take a look there and see if this is something that is for you. And so I think that it's incredible. I think the results that people have had are incredible. We've had some incredible results as a part of whatever it is that people have actually been working through. And so we worked together for those 3 months. And so, and one of the other questions that people have often had with regards to the group call, is do I need to attend each one? And the answer is no. We do replays, so you can go back and catch the replays. Some people do catch the replays, some people don't, if they don't attend the call, and that's either way is okay. And but it is something that is, you do not have to come to each week. Some people may only choose to come once a week or once a month. It all depends on what it is that you have going on for yourself. I know that the ladies typically all join in on the call simply because of that that connection with each other and supporting each other. So most of the time, most people show up most of the weeks, weekly, but it's not mandatory. You do not have to attend each and every call. That is entirely up to you. So hope that helps. Hope that helps with being able to answer some of the questions that some people have had. And I just decided that I would just jump in because it was something that that has been asked, and so I thought that I would just jump in and share what it is that would happen. So this is what happens. It's a 90-minute call, and at this point, it is Wednesdays at 8 p.m. But it also depends on time zones. So depending on who it is that is coming in, there will be a different time set up if the time zones definitely do not align with the 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. However, Wednesdays will continue, and then we would just be adding a different time. That would be an alternate time, so people can choose one or the other, or be able to attend both, depending on what it is that is going on in their own lives. So anyway, that's what it is that is going on. That is what a group call looks like with Soulful Life Hacks, and I will chat with all of you guys later. Just to remind you is that the registrations closes on Tuesday, March 15th, and they will not reopen again until June. And the other thing that is closing again on March 15th is the ability to do the lifetime access. And so there is a lifetime access that offer that is being had like right now. And so it may not open back up again at any point. At least at this point, that's not my intention. Is lifetime access is this this round only. We will be opening up again in June. And also there may be some price shifts happening as well. So if you're already registered, then you actually stay at that same price that that we've set up. So I'm not sure if it'll be June or September, but one of those two seasons will have a change in pricing. So just so that you're aware of that as well. But you get to keep the price that you're already registered for. So that is something else that is available. So there is a quarterly payment, and then there's also the annual payment. And right now we have the lifetime offer. So you have the lifetime offer, which is a one-time payment for life, or you get two payments, and again for a lifetime, so you don't have to pay anymore again after that. Anyway, that is what it is that I wanted to be able to share, and I will chat with all of you guys later. Have a great day.